the challenger from Poland, please welcome Alesky Kuziemski. And now joining us to the blue corner, the defending champion from Wales, Nathan Cleverly.
He's had quite a week, Nathan Cleverly, prepared for 3 different opponents. Jürgen Bremer, who pulled out on Wednesday, and Tony Bellew, who pulled out on Thursday. But in all the confusion, he attained the WBO light heavyweight title. The belt that he comes to the ring with tonight is the new WBO champion after Bremer was stripped. And tonight he finds himself against a third opponent, Alesky Kuziemski of Poland. He'd been training, preparing in secret, I think, for a couple of weeks. There was rumours that Bremer may not make it. He's had a history of pulling out of fights, Jürgen Bremer. I wonder how much the changes will have affected Cleverly. Of course, young Welshman was preparing for a southpaw in Jürgen Bremer. May have affected him, but he's here. It's fight time. He's bound to be switched on. Big favourite. 16-1 on, in fact. Many odds like that in world title fights. Quick check of the rules with the WBO this evening. 3 ringside judges. Just waiting for a short break before we go to our ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the O2 Arena here in London for our world title bout and our co-featured attraction of the evening, brought to you by Frank Warren and sponsored by Hanseatic, Planet Hollywood, the Earl of Sandwich, and Lonsdale. Live and exclusive on Sky Box Office HD. This bout is sanctioned by the World Boxing Organization. The president, Francisco Valcarcel. The supervisor is John Duggan. Along with the British Boxing Board of Control, the steward in charge of this bout is Charles Giles. Introducing to you our three judges scoring from ringside. From St. Paul, Minnesota in the United States, Denny Nelson. From Queens, New York, also in the United States, Carlos Ortiz Jr. And from Bayamon, Puerto Rico, Cesar Ramos. Introducing our third man to the ring, our referee in charge of this bout from St. Paul, Minnesota in the United States, Mark Nelson. All right, fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBO Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. Introducing to you first the challenger on my left, fighting out of the red corner. Wearing black trunks with red trim, he weighed in at 12 stone, 6 pounds, 12 ounces. His record stands at 21 wins, 2 losses, with 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Hamburg, Germany by way of Poland, currently ranked the WBO number 11 World Light Heavyweight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the challenger, Alesky Kuziemski. And his opponent across the ring, the defending world champion on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing purple trunks with white trim. He weighed in at 12 stone, 6 pounds, 10 ounces. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 21 wins, no losses, 10 wins coming by way of knockout. From Cavan Forest in Wales, please welcome the former British, Commonwealth, and European champion, and tonight, making the first defense of his world title, here is the defending and undefeated WBO Light Heavyweight Champion of the World, introducing Nathan Cleverly. Once again, our referee in charge, now to give instructions, Mark Nelson.
Gentlemen, you've already received your instructions in the dressing room for the WBO Light Heavyweight title. You know exactly what I expect. Give me a good, hard, clean fight and protect yourself at all times. Obey the bell. Touch gloves. Good luck to both of you.
Final words from referee Mark Nelson, who's from Minnesota in the USA. He takes charge of this one between Nathan Cleverly and Alesky Kuziemski. A very, very last-minute change of opponent. Second fight in a row for Nathan Cleverly, who's in the lilac shorts. Kuziemski in the black with the red trim. She's been stopped by Jürgen Bremer, the Pole. Cleverly's supposed opponent tonight. You see the height and reach advantage that Cleverly has. Of course, the new WBO light heavyweight champion coming into this one. Picked up the title midweek when Bremer was stripped. Good start this from Cleverly, using that reach advantage. Keeping Kuziemski at range. Pops out the jab now. Catches Kuziemski with a good left hand to the top of the head. Colin Hart, ringside as ever. Colin, a good positive start this for Nathan Cleverly.
And also, you've got to give Kuziemski credit too, because he's forcing the fight and therefore he's making Cleverly counter effectively, but he's going forward, he's trying to win, and that's one good thing about that so far. He's not just here to survive and earn his money that way. He's come to try and cause a major upset by winning this title, which of course Cleverly was handed outside the ring through no fault of his own.
I've seen plenty of action already in this one. The Frankie Gavin fight earlier wasn't flush with action, but this one is bubbling along nicely.
We've seen more in 2 minutes in this fight. We saw the whole of the last.
Yeah, we have. First round this. Oh, good shot that from Cleverly.
Oh, he wobbled him for a minute. His legs went, you know, when he hit him with that left hook.
Yeah, definitely stiffened. Blur of fist from Nathan Cleverly. Cleverly really on the attack here. Kuziemski looks a little bit distressed here. Cleverly catches him with a low blow.
He's not difficult to hit, is he, this Polish guy?
Quite upright as well. Cleverly looks a division above him, really. It's like a light heavy against a super middle at the moment.
Yes, it's obviously that Kuziemski is willing but limited.
Cleverly,
another left hook crashed against
this.
his head.
Nice little uppercut there from Cleverly. Another left hook too. Back comes Kuziemski with a right hand body shot from Cleverly. Good opening round that for Nathan Cleverly.
Yes, excellent. And I thought, you know, I did feel sorry for him. 3 different opponents in a matter of a couple of days is hard to take. And I thought maybe it would leave him a bit flat, because it happened to him in Liverpool, remember, in December, when his opponent pulled out at the last minute, his original opponent, a Romanian-born Spaniard. And Mohammadi came in from France, and he had a terrible, awkward style. And Nathan obviously couldn't get up for it. But he looks like he's well up for this one. I mean, you can't perhaps help me with in front of a huge crowd of anything between 15 and 20,000. It's difficult to assess because we don't have too many fights in here. But he started sharply, he's punching accurately, and of course it does help because Kuziemski is making a fight of it.
Underway here in round number 2. Good left hand from Cleverly. Good body shot as well. Can see this one lasting the distance if work rate from both boxers carries on. Throwing some leather. Oh, good 3-punch combination there from Cleverly. 2 excellent left hands. Uppercut and a right hand from Cleverly as well.
Yes, he's using.
Just outclassing Kuziemski at the moment.
Yeah, he's using a tremendous variety of shots, hooks, uppercuts, and most of them are connecting, and the crowd give a roar of appreciation.
So long left hand there. For a few oohs and ahs from the crowd. Oh, now some blood, I think, from the nose of Kuziemski. He's taking a bit of a pasting at the moment. Back he comes. He's certainly brave, isn't he, Colin?
Yes, as I say, he's come to fight. Got to hand it to him.
Oh, here comes Cleverly though with a.
But he's being severely punished by Cleverly. Already, as you say, his face is now a mask of blood, but it is coming from his nose. And not from any cuts around his eyes that I can see.
Oh, back he comes though, Kuziemski.
He's got plenty of bottles, they say, in this part of the world.
Caught Cleverly there with a couple of right hands. Does like a war, Nathan Cleverly. He's been in a few already. Back comes Kuziemski. He's having the better of this in the last 30 seconds or so. Cleverly lands with an uppercut of his own though. Oh, just misses with the right hand. A bit low there with the left. 2 body shots though.
I don't think Kuziemski can stand too much more of this.
No, it's a sort of a Welsh sea just washing over him at the moment. A sea of punches from the fists of Nathan Cleverly. Well, he's going to get, I think, told off for holding on and punching. Just had Kuziemski around the back of the head there. You see this fight maybe going 1 or 2 more rounds. If Nathan Cleverly continues like this, he's really giving Kuziemski a battering, and he hurt him there with a left hand.
I tell you what, Cleverly has hit him so many shots, and that he's taken them without going down. So, you know, he's a tough nut, this Pole, but he can't go on taking that kind of punishment for very long, surely.
On his corner, really raced into the fray there at the end of the round. They look worried. They're working on that damage to his nose. He's in deep waters here. Kuziemski's face a real mess. That's just after 2 rounds as well.
Even the referee's just come over to have a look as well. I think...
well, he might have 1 more round left in him, I think. Mark Nelson, referee from the US, had a long, hard look at him there.
Yeah,
and he carries on looking now.
So the referee doesn't look very happy. I mean, he's out of his depth here. He's trying very hard, and you've got to hand it to him. He's brave, but he's outclassed so far at the moment. He's 34, and at the moment he looks 44.
Fancy Cleverly might get the job done here in round number 3. I think...
well, the referee might decide that he's seen enough.
I don't think he's going to let Kuziemski take too much. Well, the Pole has proved pretty brave so far. And game
But this is a world title fight.
Absolutely.
And Kuziemski is fighting back. He's not...
Yep, he's hanging on in there now. Cleverly with a 5-punch combination.
But Cleverly's hands are much too fast for him. And, you know, Kuziemski's defence isn't very good either, but it doesn't help the cause. His mouth is beginning to drop open as well now.
Yeah, good left hand that from Cleverly. He's really matured, hasn't he, last couple of years?
Well, he's a full-time fighter now. He's no longer a student. As you know, he graduated with his maths degree a year ago.
Oh! I think Cleverly was more caught off balance than anything else.
I don't know. He got hurt. He's hurt, and he's being...
Well, he's showboating here. He's
that means he's hurt.
Waving his hands at Kuziemski, who suddenly has a little opening here. And Cleverly's in a little bit of trouble. I don't think his head's clear. Back he comes with an uppercut. Now the crowd really get behind him. He was hurt there, I think, by Kuziemski. I wonder if his head is quite cleared, though.
Definitely got... He may have been showboating, but he was in trouble for a few seconds there. He took several punches to the head. His head obviously cleared quickly, and he's going back to his work. But that was a nasty moment, and we're writing this guy off. It just shows you very foolish to write anybody off in this business.
Oh, this best round of the fight so far, best round of the evening. Both Kuziemski and Cleverly on top. I think you probably got to give it to the Pole, though. Good body shot, though, back from Cleverly. The crowd really into this. Three-punch combination there from Cleverly. Really can't miss. Lots of success with his left hand for Nathan Cleverly. Kuziemski's face, again, a mask of blood. Cleverly given a real wake-up call in that round. An awkward moment. I think for 10-15 seconds, Colin, he was in a bit of trouble, wasn't he?
He was in serious trouble. I thought it was going to go over for one stage of that, as you say, 15-second, 20-second session. But it certainly must have given Kuziemski plenty of heart.
He's got a good chin, I think, Cleverly, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Strolls back to his corner.
Well, I've given Kuziemski that round. Although Cleverly did fight back well towards the end. But that was very impressive by the Pole. And Cleverly tried to make out he wasn't hurt.
And we've got the ringside doctor. We're looking...
A left hook. Now,
well, we've got the... Hang on, Colin. We'll come back to it. We've got the ringside doctor. He's had a long look at Kuziemski during the break between rounds 3 and 4. I think it's it's okay. Yeah, he's disappeared from the ring.
He's only bleeding from the nose. And I'm.
So round 4. This has been a pretty good fight so far.
Very, very lively.
It was a good round, that third round. Kuziemski really shook Nathan Cleverly up. Cleverly being on top for rounds 1 and 2. He does like a scrap though, Nathan Cleverly. He can get a bit careless. Oh, that's a good shot from Cleverly though, left hand.
Well, if I'm sure Tony Bellew is watching this back home in Liverpool. And as you know, at one stage we thought Cleverly was going to have to defend against the Liverpool lad. But that's a fight down the road.
Now Kuziemski's getting overwhelmed here by Nathan Cleverly.
Yes, but he's hanging on.
He is hanging on.
And what I'm trying to say is that Nathan couldn't get proper leverage on his punches.
Kuziemski's just closing the distance. That nose does look a bit of a mess.
Yeah, he's cut across the nose as well. I think that's probably what the referee could see close up, which he was a bit worried about.
Oh, blood trickling from the left eye as well now of Kuziemski.
Yeah, he's beginning
Really
to look a mess.
Yeah, finishing this fight. Something out of a horror movie. Cleverly catches him on that left eye. Now he's attacking the... and it's all over. Oh, no, it's not. I thought for a second
he's asking for the doctor to come and have a look.
It is all over now. Referee Mark Nelson says he's seen enough. And Kuziemski looks looks worn out, doesn't he? A relieved man. Some boos from the crowd. I think they were really enjoying that.
Yeah, boos from the crowd, but they're not in there taking those shots. The poll didn't object.
So Nathan Cleverly retains his WBO light heavyweight title, but it was a real thriller, made to work hard by a very, very brave Alesky Kuziemski, who really came to give it a go. Nathan Cleverly was just too quick and too strong and too powerful. It was a good fight, wasn't it, Colin?
Very, very good fight while that lasted. It was... But Cleverly, I tell you, when he sees the clip of that action in round 3, it will focus his attention. You can't get away with, throwing defence to the 4 wins in a World Championship fight, whoever you're against. And that's what he did. He got badly caught and then said, come on, I'm not hurt. And instead of covering up and backing off until his head cleared, he decided to have a punch-up with him. And he nearly paid the penalty.
Yeah, he's got a bit
Although, of course, afterwards, he's got to say that he didn't hurt me.
He's got a bit of a reckless streak in him, Nathan Cleverly, but it means that he's a firm favourite with the fans. They really into that fight. And he's a popular guy, considering he's not fought in Wales for a couple of years. Really building up a following. And you can see why. He's all action, Nathan Cleverly. He never stops throwing punches. Can't remember being in too many dull fights. I think the last one was probably the only one that he's been in.
Mind you, having said that, he was being outclassed. The referee did the right thing.
Yeah.
But I have seen worse cuts in World Championship fights. But I'm not going to argue with the referee.
It'll be interesting to see where Nathan Cleverly goes from here. He's not actually ruled out a fight with Jürgen Bremer, but I think Frank Warren would be very reluctant to put that on.
1 minute 27 seconds in round number 4. A referee in charge stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout, and he is still undefeated and still the WBO